Hey guys and gals, we're back with the second step of stage 4. What we're going to be covering now is cutting out each of the bases for the Cities of Death pieces that are going to be removable from the board. And as you can see here, I have cut out all of the pieces, and they've all been numbered to correspond with the numbers that I wrote on the sheet, just to make sure that I don't mistake them for one of the other pieces or have to try and sort through them to dry fit whenever we're putting the sidewalks and things on. So that's what this is, and I'm going to do a cutaway now to crap cam and show you what it looks like all laid out on the board. My apologies for having to break out the crap cam for this part of the video, but couldn't bring the live cam in here. It's just not very portable, so we'll make do with what we have. As you can see, I have cut all of the boards that are going to be the bases for the modular Cities of Death pieces. So what I've done, using the badly colored template, is gone through and cut out each of the bottom squares, leaving enough room, or come on, focus, you piece of crap, leaving an inch around each of the boards. And what I'm doing with that, so you can see these pieces here, they're going to be the sidewalks, and these are just the rough templates for now. They're not going to look like this, but wanted to give you an idea of how it's going to look. As you can see here, this piece has a rounded edge, and all of the corner pieces, or corner sidewalk pieces, are going to be rounded off like this. So I guess that's it for this part of the video, and we'll go back to the live cam and do a little more explaining. Hey, so lucky or unlucky you, depending on how you look at it, you get crap cam twice in one session. Since I'm too lazy to take the board in and do this on the live cam, I'm just going to do it real quick on here. The purple areas that we went over in the last part, I did decide to go ahead and use 1/2 inch foam for that. So I cut those out in the same dimensions that you can see here. I have not attached them to the board yet. We'll be doing that once the sidewalks and everything else are completed. So I just wanted to give you an update to show that that was done, and we'll be moving on after this. Now that the easy part is out of the way, we're going to address the sidewalk issue. So as you can see here, I have cut 1-inch slats that are going to be my sidewalk, and basically all that I did was just take the MDF board, measure 1 inch across, and then I had one big piece, and I just cut them in 1-inch sections to make sure that they're all the same width. Again, that's the easy part. For the places like right here, the edges, did not want them to butt up like this and leave a sharp corner. So what I did was with that is I just rounded this edge off. So let me see if I can find my cap. Yeah. So just took an old paint cap and put it right up on the edge like so. Hopefully you can see that. And oh crap. Sorry, I feel like I'm holding my nose when I'm talking. The cold or flu or whatever it was is killing me. So then I'd mark around on the edge, and then using my handsaw, cut around the edge so it got that curve, and then I took the Dremel and sanded around the edge to smooth it off, and that was all there was to making that edge. So when they butt up like this, we'll have a nice round corner going around the edge. Now, as far as the sidewalk itself goes, I have made this small template. I mean, it's not really a template, it's just I wanted to see how I can make it look like a sidewalk and not detract from the overall appearance. And I don't know if you can see that. I don't have my monitor in front of me to where I can see if that's even showing up or in focus. Knowing me, it's not in focus, but hopefully that will give you an idea of what the sidewalk's actually going to look like when it's done. So to achieve this effect, what I do is just take the router and hit it real lightly to round this top edge off, and then take a straight edge and come in maybe 1/4 of an inch and make my mark. Then I will be using this small Dremel bit. This is a diamond bit, very small. This is about the smallest I think I've ever seen. And put that in the Dremel, and then again using a straight edge. I won't be using wood, I'll be using something metal. Then I'll just follow that line and make a little indentation, and that will be enough to make it look like a sidewalk. And that is pretty much it for that. This is going to be a long and arduous process to do on the entire board, of course, doing this. And then also having to take care of the squares on the inside. One thing that you could do, which I contemplated doing but not sure I'm going to do it, is just cut each of these pieces out into the size that you want for the sidewalk and go that route. I may end up doing that since all I have is cut the slats so far. I haven't gone in and done anything else to these. So yeah, so I guess that's it. Sorry, I feel like crap still, but I'm going to try and power through it, and as soon as I get the sidewalks done and put down on the board, we'll move on to the next step, which will be attaching the roads, and show you how I do that. So that's it for now. Sorry for the short update and the long time in between updates, but hopefully now I can get back on track and we'll get this worked out. So talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Real quick, something that I wanted to address, I just completely forgot about while I was talking a moment ago. I'm sure someone's going to ask why I didn't just do the sidewalks on the bases instead of having an independent sidewalk. Can do it that way if you want to, but if you ever want to swap around the pieces on the board, what I mean by pieces, the cities of death pieces that we're going to make, ruins and things like that, you would have to make the sidewalk all the way around to make it look right when it's butted up with the other pieces on the board. So to alleviate that, I just wanted to do a separate sidewalk to where it doesn't matter what this piece is. I can bring in another piece or maybe do it this way. That way it won't matter what the base of this looks like, because the sidewalk will always be in this position. So that's my reasoning behind that, instead of doing it on the base here. I just didn't feel like it would look right to have a small ruined piece like this with a inch or 3/4 inch sidewalk all the way around it. That really limits your interior space. So that's why I did it this way. Feel free to do it however you like, but that was my reasoning behind doing that, and I think I am done for sure now. So I'll see you in the next part.